Hey guys, this is me, Nisi of Spoil Me Nisi, back with another video. So today I would like to do a review of the first part of season 12 of Married at First Sight, which airs on Lifetime. If you haven't already gotten into this show, I highly recommend it. It's really good. It might sound cheesy, but it's pretty good. It's one of me and my mom's favorite shows. We typically binge watch it once the season is done on like Amazon Prime or on demand. But this year, we finally caught it while it's going in real time. So we can't binge watch it. So what better time than now to cover it on this channel? So this show is pretty much about like arranged marriages. If you haven't already gotten into it, pretty much people that are having trouble finding love, they come on the show. And these three relationship experts find like 5 couples based off of like their career, their personalities, their physical appearance, and they use their expertise in matchmaking to get these couples together to marry. Once the couples are paired, they meet each other on the day of their wedding and they get married. They have an actual real wedding. And the whole season consists of like their honeymoon, getting to know each other, starting out their life together, and all of that, like the highs and lows and all of that. And then by the end of the show, they have the decision of either staying together or getting a divorce. Sometimes they stay together. In fact, a lot of the couples from the show are still together as of right now, and they have families and kids. And a lot of them don't. They get divorced, or they'll stay married and get divorced later. I personally think the show is successful, but is not successful for everyone. So if you are into this show and you haven't had the chance to get into it just yet, just keep in mind this video is going to have spoilers. So let's get into it. So season 12 is starting off very juicy. The 5 couples are all very much different. One thing I like about this season so far is the show is switching it up. They have one guy on the show who has been married before, which is a first. I believe his name is Eric. In previous seasons, they haven't had anyone that was married before, so it's kind of nice that they're kind of opening up to that and kind of broadening, I guess what they allow on the show. So out of all 5 of the couples, I would say that I have 2 favorites. There are 2 couples that are kind of so-so. They're a little awkward. I'll get into that. And then there's one couple that I just wish they would just take off the show, because they are super cringe. So, let's say to start, my favorite couple on the show is Brianna and Vincent. These 2 are super cute. They have like a lot of chemistry. The first time they met each other, like he was super attracted to her, she's super attracted to him. One awesome thing that you notice about the show is the look on the groom's face when the wife walks down the aisle, and like the chemistry between these 2, it was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Like their families liked each other, everything. They're really nice. She's super cute, she's beautiful, and he's super handsome. And he has like that real smooth kind of persona to him. I think they're going to work. They showed some clips of like, what's to come for them in future episodes. And it seems like they have a couple ups and downs, but I'm hoping they pull through it because they're kind of giving me, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Blind Date on Netflix, but they're kind of giving me Lauren and Conrad vibes. Like it could be something promising like that. So I don't know. I really like them. My second favorite couple on the show is Clara and Ryan. I think they are so cute. When they first met each other, they had like blindfolds on, which I think was kind of cute. And then when they laid eyes on each other, like you can see how attracted they were to one another. Their personalities pretty much mesh well together. She's a social butterfly. He's a little bit more reserved. They really complement each other, and they're a super cute couple. In the coming attractions for the coming up episodes, I don't really see that they have any issues like that with each other. So I hope that it stays that way because I really like these 2 as a couple. So next we have Virginia and Eric. I think they are cute together, certainly some chemistry there, but I do think they're just a tad awkward. So naturally, as a viewer, you would expect all of the couples to have some awkwardness between them because, hello, they're marrying a complete stranger, so you would expect that. But after seeing couples like Brian and Vincent and Clara and Ryan, they weren't as awkward as Virginia and Eric. You can just kind of tell. The thing that I liked about them is both of them seemed very attracted to one another. Um, but Virginia was like really giggly and like laughing a whole lot, which was kind of cute, but it became a little annoying. um, but they do seem pretty cute. And the coming attractions for future episodes, it does seem like they're gonna have some issues together, and I'm really not surprised considering she's younger than him, never married. She seems a little bit less mature than he does. But she does seem like a really fun person, so that could work for him. But he's already been married. He knows how marriage works. He's a little older. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. The other couple that I think is a little bit cringy is Haley and Jacob. Jacob almost seemed like he wasn't happy with her. He almost seemed like, it was kind of hard to read him at first when she walked down the aisle and when they were getting married. It almost seemed like he wasn't happy with his new bride. So that was a little bit cringy to watch. But, as the episode went on, it seemed like he warmed up to her. He commented that he felt that she was beautiful and all of that stuff. And that's what you want to hear. You want to hear the groom happy with his bride and the bride happy with the groom, but more so the groom happy with his bride. And they warmed up a little bit, but I don't know. They look just a little bit weird together. I'm just interested to see where that happens. Even when they danced together, they were a little odd. I'm hoping that they warm up to one another because they are certainly awkward. And last but not least, the couple that I really do not like together, I would say is Paige and Chris. Now, I could say a mouthful about this couple, but yeah, they're very, very, very awkward. Usually in the shows, I'm usually very happy with the people that the experts choose. But I'm actually very disappointed that they chose Chris for the show because he's clearly not ready for marriage. And it almost seems like he's there to just waste somebody's time. And it sucks to see him waste Paige's time because she's such a sweet girl, beautiful girl. And you can tell that she actually went on the show looking for love, but he clearly didn't. It almost seems as though he joined the show for clout, or like recognition or something. I don't know. When she walked down the aisle, he was clearly not happy with his wife. He's not attracted to her. During the episode when he was speaking to her bridesmaids and her friends, he clearly told them that he has a vision for his life and a vision for his wife, and she does not fit that image. He clearly told them that while she has a nice body and he's attracted to that aspect of her, he's not attracted to her. He couldn't even look her in the face. When they were taking pictures, he couldn't look at her. It was almost, as a woman, it was almost a little bit hurtful to see him treat her that way. And yeah, the guy can't help who he's attracted to, but he went on the show for, an arranged marriage, knowing that there could be a possibility that physically the person that's chosen for him is not his type. That was a chance that everybody on the show took. So it is kind of hurtful to see her in that predicament, especially since, on her end, she doesn't know that he told her friends this. So she clearly said she's attracted to him, and she does plan on having sex with him and stuff. So, it is very, very cringy, watching them on the show. Because at least with all the other couples, they're all mutually attracted to each other and there's a happiness there. But on his end, he's not, and he clearly said it. His family is super cringy. Him and his dad are pretty much having these conversations with her, like letting her know that they expect her to have sex with him, put out right away, and they want a baby and all this other stuff. I mean, his dad comes off super cringy. He comes off super cringy. it's really disappointing that the experts on the show chose him for her, because I personally think that she deserved better than that. He also, it's weird because the show was filmed in 2020, and he came out and said that he had just gotten engaged to someone earlier that year, and they had just broken up a few months prior, and he keeps bringing her up. So for him to have gotten engaged with someone, he still has feelings for said person, and their segment on the show was like so cringy that I did go on Twitter, and do a little digging, looking around, and they have a link somewhere on Twitter that leads to YouTube of his engagement to, the ex-girlfriend. And first off, the ex-girlfriend looks pregnant. And I'm not saying that she looks heavyset. She's a thin girl. But she looks like she could potentially be pregnant. And some article that I read online does give like a spoiler that she could potentially be pregnant with his child. And apparently we're going to find out later on in the season. Who knows if that's really going to happen? I just... fiddling around on the internet is something that I saw. Hopefully it's not true. But I did find it interesting that in the coming attractions coming up, the pastor expert dude was talking to Paige, and she reveals to him that they had sex every night since the marriage without a condom. And there is talks of someone being pregnant, but they don't reveal, of course, in the coming attractions if it's Paige or the ex-girlfriend. So I do find it interesting that the article I read said that the ex-girlfriend is pregnant. Hopefully the article is wrong and it's Paige because she's his wife. But on another note, I hope that it's not Paige, because I think he's really treating her like, I don't like how he treats her. As a woman watching it, it's really uncomfortable, really cringy. And it makes me want to just fast forward past their segments on the show, because he's kind of a creep at this point on the show. If you've seen like season 9 of Married at First Sight, he's kind of giving me like Matt vibes. Remember like Matt and Amber? Amber was super cute, but Matt treated her like trash. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from like Chris on the show. So I don't know. We'll see. The next episode of the show comes on tomorrow. It'll be featuring them on vacation, like on their honeymoon. So I am very interested in seeing it because, again, I love this show. So if you haven't already gotten into it and you're looking for a show to get into with like your significant other or just for yourself, I highly recommend this show. It comes on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock and Standard Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. And it comes on Lifetime, so I highly recommend getting into it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel so that you can get a notification whenever I make videos. And until next time, peace.